So we're going to be working on Pro Presenter 7 today. We're going to build the songs out, import, and then be able to just structure them with any necessities that need to be done so we could get this all for the performers, the audience, and then the live stream if you have one. Okay, so we have this is what it'll look like. That's what the audience sees. This will be what the performers see. And then we have lower thirds for the live stream, but we can't see that here because I just haven't set up on this computer. First, import stuff. The song needs to be built out. You're going to build out the songs like this. You're going to build out this kind of basic structure. And the structure, I have it already written out and super easy to follow. It's here in this how-to chords. It's a whole example, structuring, song titles, everything. Coloring, the location of how to put stuff, save them, everything. So here to the song title, it shows the song title, the key, the beats per minute, the time signature, aka like how you measure the time and everything. Intro, verse 1, pre-chorus, all that stuff, the arrangement. So then we're going to do 10,000 armies today. So it's 10,000 armies in the key of F, at 120 BPM, 4/4 time signature by the most part. And then we're going to go intro, verse 1, chorus 1, interlude, verse 2, chorus 2, interlude 2, bridge, chorus 2, outro. So this arrangement is done. So when we go to Pro Presenter, you could arrange it in any given way. So this is how it's going to be built out each week, or for any given circumstance that we don't have a song built out for Pro Presenter. We're going to first do it on this type of structure, and that's going to lead us into here, which is the actual song, individual song on an individual Google Drive file. So we go here, we see there's chords. You're like, whoa, there's chords. I don't want chords, because you're just trying to import lyrics. You're like, what am I going to do with all these chords? Don't worry. You just got to delete them all. Get rid of all the chords. You don't need them. You don't need them. So at the end of the day, all you need is to make sure all of this stuff is with brackets, titled properly, and the color code is more for like the person when they build it out to make it easier to see, understand what it's going to look like when it goes to Pro Presenter and is being used for the show, for the presentation, for the service thing or whatever. All we gotta do now is highlight all this boys right here, all these characters. So we're gonna right click, double click, or whatever you can click to get copy, or just Command C, Control C. So copy. Then we head over to our lovely Pro Presenter 7. You see, we're gonna go here to File. You wanna import. You wanna import from the clipboard in which you copied the Google Docs information to. So then we go import text from clipboard, because that's what you copied. Okay, and then here, I like to do line break. Not paragraph break, but line break. I like to do 1 delimiter per slide. Makes it nice because then that works for the live stream later on. You'll see. Our theme is standard songs. It's basically the main text, I think, at 90 or 120 fonts, but that should be built out. We could go over that later. Destination, library, default, playlist. It doesn't really matter. We'll go into that later. We'll go click edit because we want to edit. Okay, now we see title is not that. Title is 10,000 armies. Couple things first. Let's just double check that all this is looking good. So we're going to bring this, make it a little bigger. So this is what it'll look like in the actual stage screen. And by the most part, they look pretty good. 2 lines maximum, that's what we like. So this one right here on the bridge, they're probably a little too wide. We like to have a little more on the internal part. There's not space right. See how this one could be a double line instead of really awkward. So we'll fix that. And then we see right here there's interlude 2. That's not what we want. So what we're going to do is that we see how it says interlude 2. We're going to delete that. It shouldn't get rid of the slide. And because you're in chorus 2, we're going to go here. We're going to click this. We're going to go to a little triangle. We're going to click group. Now we're going to group into interlude. 2 things I like to do every time I make a new song. So we go to the very end, very, very bottom. After this last character, we're gonna place insert slide break to add a new slide to the bottom. And we're gonna click this, and we don't want it to be part of the outro group. No. We want it to be part of blank. We want it to be nothing. Cool. That'll work later on. Then we go here. We want to do another slide break, but from the very, very front. There should be no character to the left of it. You want to put a new slide break from the very beginning. But now it's thinking that this is part of verse 1, which is not. So we need to go here to this one, the one above the one where the actual text start, we want to group that as verse 1. So now it believes verse 1 starts there, and then you group this as blank. If you don't do that, what's going to happen is that this whole section will